Welcome back to Main Street Living. Ladies, I have a small confession. So I'm always big about telling my wife about, get rid of this stuff. You don't need this stuff. And she actually busted me last weekend in the garage. I was hanging on to a bunch of stuff that I should have gotten rid of a long time ago. But you always try to tell me what I got to do.
Quincy. All right. Well, with so many of us spending a lot of time at home, it's a big year for organizing and purging. So I think a lot of that is going on in a lot of households. But how do you know what to keep and what to get rid of? That's the $1,000,000 question. Joining us now to help are Shelley Adelson and Sophia Cobbs from Peace and Story in Scottsdale, Arizona. Welcome to Main Street Living.
Thank you.
All right. So tell us how you came up with the idea for your business, Peace and Story. It sounds really interesting.
Well, we both, we met through our kids, and we have 8 children between us, 4 boys each. So we had an instant connection. And then we both found that we had a love for collecting and hunting for treasures and adding old things to our new things in our house and just trying to create a warm vibe. And we would just find that we were going to the same places separately, talking about the items. And then we just started brainstorming about someday we'd love to have a store of our own. And as the kids got older, we were able to have that dream come true.
Oh, that's so exciting. Well, so you guys love mixing treasures in, right, with someone's personal belongings. So how should we look at our own pieces when we're deciding what to keep and what to let go of? Do you have like a good rule of thumb?
Yeah, that's tough for a lot of people to let go of things. But now, since everybody's been spending so much time at home and they're looking at their stuff longer and more in depth, it is time to kind of edit. And but things that, would stand the test of time and kind of last through generations down to, maybe they came from before you and you would want to pass those down to your children. Mid-century design is huge and wonderful and has, great lines and great history. Solid old pieces, made with, proper wood joints, nothing glued, that sort of thing. Great pieces to keep. Old trunks or items that have a special meaning to your family history, are things you can always find a use for, even if it's something you might not use. You have your grandmother's old tea set. We don't maybe have that kind of lifestyle anymore, but they can be used as maybe a bud vase or in another, herbs
I
on
use
your
grandma's
windowsill, something like that.
Yeah. And, something else that I love is you add soul to your home. Explain that.
Mm-hmm.
I think part of what we mean by soul is just adding some character, something unique, different, having something, things are not made the way they used to be, and the quality, and just something where people walk in and they'll think, oh, what is that? It might be, you're using it as a bud vase, but it's a teapot or whatever, but it just adds charm. And I think it adds so much more than just a real clean, right. People like that look, but adding the charm of just something old and unique just adds a lot more soul, we feel.
Aww.
Well, you guys are already inspiring me to move some things around. What's your recommendation for someone seeing this, and how can they get started? Do you pick a room, or is it better to pick a piece and kind of work around that?
Well, we always kind of follow the rule of thumb. If you find a special piece, but you don't know where to put it or where it's going to go, if you really do love it, you'll find a place for it. That might not be its intended spot, but that's what we've always followed, and it kind of seems to work that way. Whether it's a vintage rug and you go from there with the colors, or a piece of artwork that speaks to you, and jump from that point.
Absolutely. Well, you both are like yin and yang. You're so much fun. I love what you have to offer. Quickly tell us where our viewers can go to learn more.
We have a website, peaceandstory.com. We also have an Instagram, Peace and Story, spelled out A&D, and Facebook page as well.
We do sell on a third-party website, Cherish, which is a global website. Great place to find all kinds of wonderful vintage and antique pieces from multiple people.
Love that.
Yeah. Good to know. Ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, stick with us. Coming up, we're going to get to watch Cheryl interview a legend. Don't go anywhere.